For more than 3 decades, The Simpsons has entertained millions with outrageous humor, bizarre storylines, and futuristic ideas that often seemed impossible. Yet every few years, one of those jokes suddenly starts looking surprisingly real. From politics and technology to cryptocurrency and space exploration, the series has earned an almost legendary reputation for predicting the future. Whether these moments are genuine foresight, clever social commentary, or simply incredible coincidences, remains one of television's biggest mysteries. But the most fascinating part is that several famous Simpsons predictions still haven't happened. They're waiting in the years ahead, and as we move closer to 2027 and beyond, many of them suddenly feel far more believable than they did when they first appeared. In this countdown, we're exploring 10 future Simpsons predictions that could soon become reality. Some are exciting, others are revolutionary, and a few are genuinely unsettling. We're not saving the biggest surprise until the end. We're starting immediately with one prediction that has already begun turning into reality. Back in the 2021 episode Burger Kings, viewers noticed something that flashed across the screen for only a brief moment. A financial ticker listed the value of Bitcoin as infinity. At first glance, it looked like nothing more than another exaggerated Simpsons joke. After all, no financial asset can literally become infinitely valuable, but beneath the humor lies a fascinating idea about the future of money itself. Over the last decade, cryptocurrency has evolved from an obscure internet experiment into a global financial industry worth trillions of dollars. Supporters believe Bitcoin could one day replace traditional stores of value, while critics warn that speculation and volatility make such dreams unrealistic. The Simpsons exaggerated that debate by imagining a future where conventional ways of measuring wealth simply stop making sense. Whether Bitcoin ever reaches such impossible heights isn't really the point. The prediction reflects growing uncertainty about the future of global finance and asks an unsettling question: what happens when digital assets become more trusted than traditional currencies? The same financial ticker that joked about infinite Bitcoin contained another disturbing message that many viewers almost missed. According to the display, the value of the US dollar had been divided by 4, suggesting that America's currency had lost a huge portion of its purchasing power. While clearly exaggerated for comedy, the idea resonates because inflation has become one of the defining economic concerns of modern times. Throughout history, powerful currencies have weakened under the pressure of debt, political instability, and global crises. The Simpsons transformed that possibility into a brief visual joke, but the fear behind it is very real. Around the world, rising prices and concerns about government spending continue to dominate economic discussions. Although a total collapse of the dollar remains highly unlikely, the episode highlights a broader concern shared by millions, that the financial systems people rely on every day may be far more fragile than they appear. Sometimes the show's funniest jokes reveal society's deepest anxieties. Political predictions have always been among The Simpsons' most famous moments, and one of the most talked about future references appears in Treehouse of Horror XVII. During a brief scene, Homer is seen wearing an Ivanka 2028 campaign button. The moment lasts only a few seconds, yet it immediately sparked widespread discussion online. Some viewers considered it another astonishing prediction, while others dismissed it as a simple joke involving a well-known public figure. Regardless of interpretation, the scene reflects something much larger than one political campaign. Modern politics increasingly overlaps with entertainment, celebrity culture, branding, and social media influence. Public figures now command audiences that rival traditional political institutions, making the line between fame and leadership blur more every year. Whether such a campaign ever happens is almost beside the point. The deeper prediction may be that future elections will continue becoming media spectacles where celebrity recognition carries as much weight as political experience itself. In the Margian Chronicles, The Simpsons imagines a future where governments no longer lead humanity's greatest space missions. Instead, a private corporation recruits ordinary people to leave Earth and begin life inside a colony on Mars. When the episode originally aired, the concept felt wildly unrealistic. Today, however, private aerospace companies are investing billions of dollars into technologies designed to make human settlement on other planets possible. That dramatic shift is exactly what makes this prediction feel increasingly believable. The episode isn't simply about Mars, it asks a much bigger question. Who will control humanity's future beyond Earth? Governments that traditionally led space exploration, or private corporations driven by innovation and competition? While permanent Martian cities remain decades away, the foundations are already being built today. By imagining corporations leading the race into space, The Simpsons may have identified one of the biggest transformations waiting for the next generation of human exploration. One of the most disturbing future technologies ever imagined by The Simpsons appears in Holidays of Future Past. In this version of tomorrow, people no longer send emails or text messages to phones. Instead, messages are delivered directly into the human brain through a system called B-mail. At first, the idea seems incredibly convenient. Communication becomes instant, effortless, and completely hands-free. But the episode quickly reveals its darker side when Homer accidentally infects his mind with a kind of digital brain virus after interacting with malicious content. The joke sounds ridiculous, yet it raises serious questions about where modern technology may eventually lead. Scientists are already developing brain-computer interfaces capable of translating thoughts into digital information. Although today's technology remains limited, progress is happening faster every year. If future generations communicate through neural networks, entirely new forms of cybercrime could emerge. Spam, hacking, and malware might no longer target computers alone. They could target the human mind itself. In Bart to the Future, Homer and Marge are shown enjoying one of the strangest meals ever seen in Springfield. Wearing advanced virtual reality headsets and connected to mysterious tubes, they appear to consume digital food instead of real meals. The scene was designed purely for comedy, but its underlying idea feels surprisingly relevant today. Over the past decade, virtual reality has expanded far beyond gaming into education, medicine, business, and entertainment. The Simpsons simply pushes that trend to its most extreme conclusion by imagining a world where even eating becomes part of a digital experience. While people are unlikely to abandon real food altogether, society continues replacing physical interactions with virtual ones. Meetings happen online, concerts take place in digital spaces, and friendships increasingly exist through screens. The episode suggests that convenience may gradually reshape even the most basic human experiences. If technology continues evolving at its current pace, the boundary between real life and virtual life could become increasingly difficult to recognize. For decades, the idea of machines reading human thoughts belonged entirely to science fiction. Yet several futuristic Simpsons episodes imagine exactly that: a world where technology can understand what people are thinking with astonishing accuracy. Today, researchers are already developing systems capable of analyzing brain activity and converting neural signals into words, commands, and digital actions. Although these projects remain experimental, they demonstrate just how quickly the gap between human thought and machine interpretation is shrinking. The Simpsons exaggerates this concept for comedic effect, but the deeper implications are remarkably serious. Technology capable of reading thoughts could revolutionize medicine by helping paralyzed patients communicate or control devices using only their minds. At the same time, it raises enormous ethical questions. Who owns the information produced by your brain? Could governments, corporations, or hackers gain access to your most private thoughts? The prediction becomes unsettling because it challenges humanity's oldest assumption, that our minds are the one place that always remains truly private.